It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Okay, in a couple of hours, we will have the reveal of the final character for Tekken 8, the base roster. Now, that is going to be something. Seeing the 32 and just whatever else they have to show, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for that moment. In this video, I want to talk about the things that we know before we get to that, and also just some of the things that's happening around the FGC. A lot of things going on, you know, Omni-Man, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. Let's talk about it all. First off, we gotta mention the negativity. Oh my god, I don't know why there's so much negativity going around. So at first I thought it was just me, and then I was like, oh, people kind of hate Yellow Motion too. But then it's just like, you just realize that everyone is just hating each other, and it's just like, why? You think this would be the best time ever, so why is there so much negativity? I don't know. But here's a tweet from Justin Wong. Man, Twitter has been so negative when it comes to fighting games lately. A tweet from Reinhardt. Quitting Twitter for a bit. Will spend my time where it's valued. I don't know why everyone is so riled up, but hopefully it's just a phase, and that phase is passing. Hopefully. Mortal Kombat 1 has won the Best Multiplayer Game Award. Now how did this happen? Mortal Kombat 1, it's cool, you know, it's a game, it's Mortal Kombat, but in no way is it the best Mortal Kombat or the best multiplayer game. Like, if you just look at the statistics on Steam charts before Omni-Man was released, there was more people playing MK11. How does that happen? How do you release a new game and then there's more people playing the old one like a month later, 2 months later? Oh my god. But in response to this, the Street Fighter community was up in arms. That game is so much better if you just focus on the content. The topmost liked tweet responding to this says, MK1 does not have crossplay, filters, lobbies, online practice mode, public replays, friends list, blacklist, social hubs. Player 2 combos still don't work. MTX is trash. PC port, awful. I would also throw in the Nintendo port version, whatever. And then it says worse netcode than MK11. Even Justin Wong quote tweets and said something similar to this. How did Mortal Kombat win over everything? Not just Street Fighter, but everything. Mortal Kombat is just, they don't have to try, and it's obvious. I wonder how long this behavior will continue, because Mortal Kombat players and also content creators are speaking up against what's happening. Mr. Crip, the Spine Rip, they put out this very long tweet. I won't read it, but you guys can pause and read and just see how Mortal Kombat players feel about the direction that their game is headed in. With that being said, let's move on. Here's a very important thing that happened. I don't know why PlayStation did this, I can't explain it, but PS5 and PS4 will no longer have Twitter integration as of November 13th, 2023. There goes like 50% of all fighting game tech. So you know how you can record something and put it straight to Twitter? That will come to an end in 2 days. Now, this change that PlayStation is making is going to be a hit to everyone, but definitely fighting game. But regardless, let's move on. This is actually really interesting, and even though it's kind of a small thing, I still think it's special, and I want to highlight this. On the Tekken subreddit over the last 50 days, so that's like 2 months, there has been a person by the name of Sam the Alpha 1. They started out with all of the characters who've been playable in Tekken, and one by one for every day, players have been voting and eliminating one character. You started off with everyone. Here's a screenshot of the top 40 characters. Here's a screenshot of the top 10 characters. Notice all the ones who are gone, but also notice who's here. Anna, Lydia is here. Put Lydia in Tekken 8. Top 5 all male characters. 2 of them were Mishimas. No Jin Kazama. Jin Kazama wasn't even in the top 10. But take a look at this. Top 3 characters. Heihachi, Lei Shao Kahn, and Yotsumitsu. The top 2. But you know who comes out on top? My guy, Yotsumitsu. The best fighting game character of all time. Not Tekken character, fighting game character of all. Okay, let me stop. Let's move on. Okay, so Harada has a couple of tweets. Let's talk about these. There's an account on Twitter who just posts fun facts every once in a while. One of them says, in the 90s, Minoru Suzuki did the motion capture for King in the Tekken series. Harada caught wind of this and he quote tweeted. He shared a lot of information about this. I'm going to read this real fast. It says, during development of Tekken 3, we tried many animation captures and Minoru Suzuki was one of them. He gave us ideas for all kinds of throws and throw combinations, as well as capturing the stance. Also, the arm lock suplex moves that Michelle and Julia performs was originally invented by Minoru Suzuki in the real world and taught to female wrestlers. Incidentally, at the time, technology was called, what is that? Okay, bro, y'all don't be making fun of my reading skills. That's magnetic capture. You guys could keep on reading. There's a lot of it here. Oh, and this part. Okay. So I think this is when Minoru choked out Harada. Yes. His choke easily knocked me out as I watched the second hand of my watch. I thought I had fallen asleep for like 20-30 minutes when in fact the clock ticked only 8 to 10 seconds. It was an amazing experience. Harada got choked out, passed out, thought he was gone for 20-30 minutes, and boy only been out for 8 to 10 seconds. The experiences. Here's another tweet from Harada, another blast from the past. 2011, someone asked Harada, on Tekken Wiki it says Lars is 50 years old. I think he should be 30. He looks as old as Jin. Harada says, LOL, he is not 50. He's around 28. Why I want to note this is because if you think about what character's coming next, I asked you guys, how old will that character be? This is kind of a hint towards that. I won't say anything because you know, but if you know, you know. Speaking of the new character, like I said at the start, the reveal will be happening in a couple of hours. I accidentally uploaded a poll early asking you which of the 3 new characters would be your favorite, because it's only 3 new characters. In every past Tekken game ever, they have done so much more than that. It's been a long time since they only did 3. So these 3 characters, 1, have to be perfect, have to be important, have to be good. And then 2, they're probably going to be powerful. That's something that I think about. How good Lars and Bob and Alyssa and Miguel was in Tekken 6. How good Claudio, Lucky Chloe was in Tekken 7. These 3 characters is going to be a monster in Tekken 8. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how this game evolve. I know a lot of you guys wasn't there at the start for Tekken 8. The game sold like 2-3 million copies in the first couple of months, like the year. But then as the time went on, a lot of people showed up. So the fact that you guys are here at the start and we can all see how this game grows is going to be excellent. Michael Murray put out a tweet and says, I really missed LA. Nice to be back, even if it's just for a weekend. He's there preparing right now. The final thing that I want to mention, and I wonder if we'll get more looks, because yes, we're focusing on the last character, but there's a lot of other characters who we haven't got anything about, no information. So I wonder how much of that will we get. Will we get to see some Yoshimitsu gameplay, some Dragunov gameplay? Will they show us a better version of Steve Fox from what we've seen in the past? Who knows? Something that I noticed just on my own is Devil Jin. In this screenshot here, he is using chains. So far, you have Victor using a gun and a sword. You have Yoshimitsu using a sword. You have Jun Kazama throwing around ravens. Claudio shooting an arrow. Kazuya using lasers. Devil Jin is now using chains. You just have so many characters using projectiles or weapons, and it's kind of different because Tekken didn't usually operate that way, and I just want to see how they incorporate it, how it pans out. This will probably be the heat system, heat enhanced or something like that, but who knows, maybe this